Have you ever been robbed? It shakes you personally the first time it happens. I remember the first time I was robbed. I was around 11 and I had just gotten a new pair of shoes. They were great shoes. And I went down to the local state park to swim, sort of last minute. I remember putting my shoes off to the side with my friends and jumping into the pool. We were swimming for a while and then it started to rain, so everyone ran for the car. And guess what? I forgot my shoes. We made it a mile or so up the road and I realized I'd forgotten them, so we turned around and came back. I ran down to where I'd left them and they were gone. And it felt like someone punched me in the stomach. I had never experienced that before. I felt angry because someone stole my brand new shoes. I was upset because we'd spent a good afternoon shopping with my mom to find them. And I was really sad because I'd wasted my mom and dad's money. And then we'd have to go find more shoes, and I was pretty sure they wouldn't be as cool as those shoes were. But most of all, I felt guilty because it was my fault, because I forgot them and left them unattended. When you are robbed, it's one thing. But if it was because you were stupid, then that's another. There is something that illustrates that so much, and Solomon wrote about it in the first chapter of Proverbs. He wrote in verse 19, "Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life." Now, I don't know if anyone thinks like that. Most people think of greedy people as amassing things, not losing things. Hoarding stuff, not stealing stuff. At least not from themselves. But greed does that very thing. Oh, it doesn't steal your shoes or cars when you aren't looking. It steals something much more valuable, your life. Greed is the desperate attempt to get what money can buy by giving up what money cannot buy. Because greed isn't about having things, it's about proving you are something. You wrap your self-worth into the balance sheet of your asset list, but that never works. When you're a slave to greed, so often you sacrifice your integrity and your relationships as you redefine your existence by what you have, not who you are or who you know. Greed is like a hole in your pocket. As you gain money in a very real way, life falls out of the hole in your pocket. And it's something that most people don't see until they've driven too far from the park to turn around and go back and pick it up. If we trade the irreplaceable for the replaceable, we do the same thing. The only irreplaceable thing is Jesus, and from him springs life, joy, and a secure eternity. Jeremiah wrote this, "Don't let the wise boast in their wisdom, or the powerful boast in their power, or the rich boast in their riches. But those who wish to boast should boast in this alone, that they know me and that I am the Lord." In the pockets of our life, if we treated the knowledge of God like the only thing worth boasting about, we'd find that this leads us to all the things we really are hoping for and won't leave us shoeless and angry standing in the rain at the end of the day. And if we lived life that way, we'd have a better world. I'm Jim Campbell, lead pastor of Bay West Church. Until next time.